was our first release. But we had the app free for 4 days. So we were able to acquire a lot of new people to try out the app, give it a go, see how it is. Yesterday it went back to a paid app, and that's fine for now until we get our freemium model set up, right, where the app is going to be free and we add some features that people can buy in app. But during the past 4 days, we've been working on this new update, version 1.3.3. Been a lot of issues, which I'm not surprised about. But we've been kind of going back and forth with all these things. We first started off with trying to add the ability to move around the cells or the actual cycles themselves on the list, so being able to reorder them. We're honestly been hitting tons of issues with that, and it's not the library, it's how I've had my controller set up, how the views are being displayed, how all of that information is coming in. And I was thinking about it over the weekend. I'm like, this makes no sense why I'm trying to stuff this in here, right? Like, why are you trying to continue to put something in here when the foundation isn't set up? So what I decided is that we should, like, create a refactor of this section like we've done with every other part of the app. Let's go in, let's clean up the entire section, let's use better Swift practices and all that stuff. So we're going to make sure that we're going to do this first before we even touch the rest of the tasks that we have done here. So I was wondering how you went with the drag issue and you had last time I was on, something where it was getting some weird cache values. Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, exactly. So we got it working. Okay, and we got to the point where the dragging was working, and the cache values weren't happening anymore. But the only issue that started to happen was the actual cycle ring, right? I'm going to pull it up here in a second. The cycle ring would actually keep animating over and over again, and then that would actually have a cache value of the different colors. So if I had a green cycle and a red cycle, and I started to move the green cycle and I tried to move the red cycle would turn green. So there's something going on there, and it was really weird. I have no idea what it was, and I spent too long like trying to figure it out over and over again, and I just realized that how I've been setting up these table cells and all these things, they need to be changed, because it's just not, there's a lot going on, and a lot of that should be looked at first before we try to implement this. There's a really high possibility that we might have nothing that needs to be changed, but so yeah, like these rings, right? If I had this here, this would happen, and then I don't have it set up here, but if I try to move this would move here, and then I take this blue one and I try to move it back up, and it would be the color of this green one, and then the cycle would try to animate again and it gets stuck. And that's partially because of this ring library that I have set up, but that's something that should be refactored, right? It shouldn't load on every single time like this page hits. We shouldn't reload the animation. Yeah. That in itself is a cool realization. Yeah. I mean, it's good to, like, when these problems are happening, to step back and be like, okay, why am I doing it like this? What's the main root of this cause? Like, instead of getting to the point where it's like, yo, I'm almost out of duct tape. There's only so much that I can patch up. So that's what I feel like, and so that's why I thought this would be a really good approach. And this view here is literally the main view of the whole application, right? Like, this is cycles. So being able to refactor this will be a huge plus for us in the end, for sure. But yeah, with the last thing I wanted to mention is last week we hit over 1,400 followers on the channel, which is pretty dope. It's freaking awesome. It's cool to see that people are coming and they're enjoying what we're doing here. So it's really awesome. And then last week we also hit the support for the cycle servers and subs, which is awesome. being able to help out with those server costs is for real. It's fantastic. So I really appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you so much. It's really exciting. So just keep going, and hopefully it grows more and more, quicker and quicker. And all right, without further ado, let's go ahead and refactor some code here. All right, so again, we're working on this view here. The biggest thing that we're going to do is refactor the initialization of the app. So that's called the app delegate. If you're not familiar with iOS, that's basically the main file that runs before your whole application gets rendered. And so we're gonna start off with that, and then we'll go ahead and start removing all of this from our storyboard. And so our storyboard is gonna be over here, and we're going to basically rip out all that and make it into our own. So all this here, we need to take apart, need to redo, and during that time, actually, we're going to implement a new kind of nav section, because we're actually going to be including, a new settings view. And if you weren't here last week, this is what it's going to look like. Basically, like, not one-to-one, but we're going to use this type of nav bar here with our settings, adding a cycle, and then this will be able to mute all our cycles. And then this is pretty much what our settings view is going to look like. Something along these lines. So basically, hitting the cog here will pop up this view. And one of the features I wanted to add here was allowing people to get push notifications for cycle suggestions. So like, let's say you finish your cycle and and that's it, right? I want to go ahead and send you suggestions for other habits to build, more cycles to create. So being able to toggle this on or off, and then just kind of like a review section. Thanks, Licorice. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I think it's pretty good. Do you have a dedicated UX designer? UX, no. I used to have someone that worked on this app with me who did all these like mock-ups. So like a lot of this stuff was created by him. He left pretty early on. Like, yeah, all this here was created by him. And so like we worked pretty closely on this stuff, like trying to create UIs together, but he's the one who wanted to sketch and he would create them. And then I just put them into the app. So now I'm pretty much taking that on. And so like, this is my basicness of creating something, but I think it's pretty good. I think it goes well. Yo, Bobek. Yep. What's up, man? Welcome in. Welcome back. Cops for clean design. Thanks, dude. Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, if you don't know the story behind this app is literally it was a university project, my last year in university, and it just did really well. Like, people downloaded it, people wanted this thing. So, sorry, I just gotta check one thing. I just have kept working on it, but the whole reason why I started working on this was because I wanted to learn how to build iOS apps. And so with that, a lot of these things are just bad. Just a lot of this stuff is bad. And so, now my big thing is I want to learn more about iOS, but I also want to learn about like design and how I can be better at it. So I slowly have been trying to work my way into designing stuff in Sketch. Okay. So the first thing I want to do is go to our app delegate and let's take a look at what we got here. Okay, so we have our window. Is this used anywhere? Or is this being changed? It is. Setup window. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to start off with adding like, I always like adding this properties tag up here to all my views. It's going to be a UI window. And then we have a couple properties here, our memory manager and our migration manager, just so we can check to see if we have new cycle models that need to be changed, or well, we need to get and save to memory. And then we have a device ID. Do that up there. And then these guys we can also add up here. Cool. And then our init, we set up watch connectivity, and then basically set our group names and our base URLs. And then so this is going to need to change. Our base URL is in like this constant file here. If I can find it again, I think it's over here. Yeah, have this constants file. This should not be a global file that just has stuff in it. If you know code and design, you can get a job wherever you want. Most people only know one of the two. Valid. That is so valid. Unicorns, right? It's true. It's hard. Design's hard, man. Like, it's hard. I would consider myself like not terrible, but I also consider myself pretty bad. Like, I'm not awful, but I'm not good. Yeah, so I want to change this. We need a like iOS constants, basically like a static class or something. I think we can use. I did something similar to that in onboarding, right? Yeah, I just made a struct with. Oh, but these are static. These aren't really. Are they constant though? They are technically. Let's see here. Because this is constantly changing. Base URL is also changing. This isn't. So I guess we can start with just creating a let's create a new folder here. No. Constants. Move that over here. And then in here we'll just start with a new file. Struct stuff. Yeah, for real, right? That's probably the best way to do it. Not the point where I have no idea where to start, but I can easily take a design and add stuff to it, make stuff better. But I'd prefer it when an actual designer takes the lead and gives me a good foundation to work with. Yeah, I prefer that method as well. Because you get to, as you implement it, you get to make your changes, right? So I understand what you mean there. Just installed the beta. I like the new notifications UI. Hey, awesome, dude. Good. Glad you like them. Yeah, we made the last update had a lot of watch OS updates, which was really cool. I think I'm just gonna call this. We don't need iOS constants. This is only gonna be seen in that target anyways. So maybe we just do constants and then we just even remove it out of the folder for now. And so here, let's take this stuff and let's see what's actually truly a constant. So things like the screen size definitely can be a constant. We want static let screen size here. Oh wow. We're gonna want to just do the bounds here, and we need port UI kit. Okay. So this is something I've been highly wanting to remove. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to it during this time, but Hopefully so. This technically is not a constant. Base URL. This is the constant. You know what we could do is from our app delegate, why don't we just move this from here and put it in our constants. Can we do that though? Maybe not. Not in the way that I'm thinking. Good designer think of stuff that I would never dream of. Yeah. I dabble in UI design, but I think just this like coming, there's a lot of fundamentals, color theory. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot behind that. Even fonts. And then not even considering on top of that the fact that you have a whole sector of UX. Right? It's not just the UI anymore. It's like, how do you make that all make sense? That part is pretty wild. Yo, Permafrost, what's up, dude? Good morning, friend. Welcome in. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do for this. Base URL, group container. Because these technically change. And this opening time frame, I don't think we're using anymore. All right, let's come back to these two. And then let's look at these here. So I am setting something in time frame. I don't even think I'm using it for anything because the time frame used to be when to start, but we've now added a start time for your cycle, so that I don't think that part should even matter any longer. We can use this one though. This will be a good constant. Static let watch app installed. Yeah, and so any more of these things like this would be extremely helpful. And so if we go over here, we can remove this. And we can remove that. Yeah, so now we have it in our constants dot screen size or whatever we need, right? So in that instance, let's do a quick build here. Should throw some errors. And then we'll go ahead and replace those. That reminds me of the UI UX quiz. It's where they show you two different styles and you have to pick the correct one. Oh yeah, dude, that thing is so crazy. It's so cool. I love it. It's pretty wild. But that's like, it's funny because that's almost subjective as well if you think about it, right? But at the same time, it's not. Yo, good morning, Yulski. Welcome in, dude. Nice to see you back. What? Use of unresolved identifier. Did you mean watch installed? Did I? Watch app installed. That's what I meant. I think those are linter issues. Yeah, there we go. But I mean, this watch app installed. I mean, all we have to do is here pretty much say constants, watch app installed, and then default value. If nothing comes back, we just set it as false. That's it. Instead of doing this, yeah, definitely much cleaner. Yo, RustyBot9, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome into the Pixelogic team. You RustyBot, you. Missed the game stream, was it fun? Oh, dude, the Stanley Parable was fantastic. But don't worry, we're having another one this Saturday. And right now, the Stanley Parable is in the lead again. It was a lot of fun, dude. Maybe, hopefully this weekend you can catch it out. God, dun. Dude, if you can guess what song that's from, I'll give you some huge props. Yeah, dude, it was a great time. I had a blast playing it. It was such a crazy game. It's like an eye opener. I don't know. Just the stuff that they talked about, that like alluded to, is great. The fuck if I know. Damn, dude, you're not a real heavy metal fan, are you? Feels bad, bro. Oh, you actually, so my old alert actually had part of the music video in it. So that might have been an easier way to tell what it was. Just going through and getting rid of these errors here. Screen size, and a lot of this stuff we'll have to refactor for sure, but oh my god, dude, I'm so sorry. You're right, that was like really messed up of me. That was terrible. What? Constants? How is this an unresolved identifier? Really? Is it because it's a struct type? And this is... But it's of type any. Okay. So if I just do... Will this work? Because this is still in my cycles. It still should have reference to constants. What's up, stacking? The disrespect. Hugely. Just like busting balls too. What is this? Oh, I know what it is. It's because this has a test to our this file needs to also include a target to our tests, or it doesn't recognize it. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. That should do the trick then. Yep. And then here, that's when we can do this. Yeah, buddy. All right. I'll lose my little gift badge after None is a sub. Oh. Wait, what? I didn't know that. That doesn't seem right. You should be able to have your gift badge forever, I think. Damn, that feels bad. I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm pretty sure Umorks is still a sub, dude. Okay, so we got this constant set up here. The next thing is to figure out what we want to do with these. Since technically these aren't... Well, I guess this base URL, the base URL and the user group names are constants still. But they depend on the app state. I wonder if we can do that. No. I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of weird to do. Like, I don't even know how you'd clue this in here. Would you just do a static let base URL equal that? Like, depending on... You know what I mean? Oh, oops. I feel like that... Maybe that would be okay. So I came in here and I'm like, yo, constants. Okay, maybe so. That might actually work. All right, I'll take it. So base URL and container is gone then. And so what we want to do is verify that those are definitely being used around. So we'll clean up the project, we'll do a build, and then we'll go in and fix up those sections. See, I think things like this will just keep it a lot cleaner. Then we can get back to the other stuff. Yo, Biako, morning, friend. Good day to you, sir. How you doing? How you doing there? All right, let's see. Let's see. Build succeeded? Really? Oh, I know why. I forgot to remove it from the other constants file. Yeah, I'm like, that doesn't seem right. These guys here. Now we'll try it again. Kosi, what's up? Welcome, welcome. I'm good. Just chilling in the office. Oh, baby. Having a good day so far? I hope you are, man. No? Okay. What happened to my constant struck now? That's interesting. My migration manager. I mean, this should. Oh. Why is this target on Cycle's watch kit? I don't even think I use migration manager and watch kit. So the problem is that since these files are sharing two different targets, this error is technically for watch kit and not... Yeah, why do I have this here? I didn't even realize I did this. But I don't think I ever run the migration manager down there. I think I've only done it in iOS. Let's take a look though. This is, yeah, watch kit extension. Yeah, I don't do anything. I guess let's check migration manager. Yeah, I don't even use it down there. I think we should remove this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and fix that up. Trying to figure out how MariaDB triggers. Gotcha. How's that going? Is it wall? Is it head banging on the wall? Yeah, if we're not using this anywhere in here, why is this? Why did I target that? I think at one point I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and include it in there so then I can also do the migration for the cycles there. But we're not even using it, so yeah, I don't see the point. So let's not use that there. And then our data source can just be our phone cycle array, since we're only using this for here. So then we should have constants. Oops. Remove that set. And here, constants comes up with our user default group name. All right. Now we in business. Data source was written but never used. What? Wait a minute. What did I have this doing? That's it. Okay, so we don't, okay, I'm gonna remove that then, because we don't even use that anywhere. Or we just write to it. We're not using it for anything. I'm currently working with Neo4j. What is that? But while I'm starting to watch the stream, so probably I don't end this today. Oh man, dude. Can't be doing that. You gotta finish your work. Constants, yep. User group name. Yo, Roars of Beards, what's up? How you doing? Welcome in. Is nice? So I never use this. Run migration helper func. Okay. But I'm not using it anywhere. Oh, I'm returning that. Run migration. So we get our constants, get our memory manager, unarchived cycle array, object for cycle array. Okay. This will be of type old cycle. Oh, this is when we did old cycle array. Yep. Log to Crashlytics, and then run migration helper func. Let updated cycles equal our migrate here, and then we save to memory. But we're not setting anything here. Save to memory has to be. We would have to do this. Have to be like that. Even though I don't think we're gonna be using this again, but Whatever. Cycle array migration version. Yep. Okay. All right. That seems better. Yeah, this was from release 1.3.1. From 2 releases ago now. All right. Constants. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one requires watchOS. I mean, this might not be a bad thing to do. So if I kind of messed this up, I shouldn't have done it like this, where I'm sharing this one class in both. Let's see if I do cycles WatchKit extension and I use the group name. If I go down here, because then we can just move this to a shared. In our shared folder, WatchKit extension. I don't think I have any sort of constants file here. Yeah, I just set it like this, and it's just user group default name. So why don't we remove that? Should be the same. And then, yeah, and then here, what we'll do is, wherever that error was, right here, we'll go ahead and just include our constants file. To be included in our WatchKit extension. We can do something like this instead. iOS screen size. Yeah, so we'll have to change those around. I think this should be good. So again, we do constants. User default group name. Don't complain. There's nothing to complain about here. It has no member. How? What did I do wrong here, buddy? Oh. Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, man. If I share this constants file with WatchKit, then we have an issue because UI screen isn't part of the WatchKit library. This isn't the right way to do this. Oh boy. I'm testing my time complexity skills. Ooh. Oh yeah? You have any good complexity going on? So what do we do then in this situation? I guess there's a couple things to do. We could really... we would basically have to somewhat refactor this memory manager, or because no matter what, this constants file is going to yeah, if I'm gonna have to use this in the same class as this other one, what do I do? Unless I create a separate sort of like memory manager. That can only be seen by the watch app. I slept really bad. Apparently I stopped breathing, but I have no history of sleep apnea. Oh. Yeah. It's a pretty big thing. You can still fall asleep like that, even if, or you can still like stop breathing in your sleep, even if you don't have sleep apnea. Like if you're sick, you know, and you're really congested. It's definitely still a thing. And really stacking, man. Do you did you go get checked out for sleep apnea after that? Or did you grab one of those masks, the breathing masks? I've heard those are pretty good. Damn, what do I want to do here? I have this constants file that needs to target both it just needs to target iOS, but it is targeting watchOS. I guess these are technically specific to iOS. I don't want to have like an iOS constants file and like a watchOS constants, but I might have to. Oh yeah, dude, you should totally do the sleep test then. Yeah. For a while I was having that same issue, and my wife would tell me that I would stop breathing and like gasp. I haven't gotten it, but she told me it stopped. But I used to do it all the time. The injured community is a common denominator. Valid. We're all just bruised and broken. Crap, I really don't know. We're not sure what the best approach to this would be. Unless here... Yeah, unless here. Wait, what? Oh, here. Unless I just pass in whatever the data is. And then that will just be part of our init here. Why did I declare these 3 times? Yeah, or do I even, I guess the question is, do I even need to declare this 3 times? At runtime, you use user default objects to read defaults that your app uses from user's defaults database. These defaults caches information to avoid having to open the user defaults database each time you need a default value. When you set a default value, it's changed synchronously that within your process and asynchronously to persist storage in other processes. Okay. But I think there's the ability to do user defaults dot main or dot current. What is it? User defaults. Oh, there's something here. User defaults. It's not current? I thought it was. No. Or do I have to do this? Hold up. I might be thinking of something else. Let me open the docs though. I don't remember. I guess not. Creates a user defaults object initialized with the defaults for a specific database name. Yup. Gotcha. Okay. So it isn't for this. I guess it's just there's something else, some other class. I like this kind of meetings with managers. It took 3 minutes, 5 questions. Done? Yes. Done? No. So okay. See you next week. Hey, that's pretty quick meeting there, buddy. Could also just do this. Basically set this to be user defaults, and then here user defaults, if I can spell, hello. Here, and we say we use this here, so we pass in the suite name, and then so every time we init a new memory manager, this returns an optional. Oh, okay. Okay, let's check it out then there, eh? Check it out there. It does, yeah. It does return an optional. This is interesting then. How come, am I doing the check here for that? I think so. Should do it like that then. Hup, hup, chup, chupping up. Hup, hup, chupping up. Welcome into the Pixelogic team. Thanks for that follow. Great name. Great name. Appreciate that. Welcome to the team. My time is precious. My manager knows that. Apparently. Wowza. All right. So on a knit, we're going to pass in our suite name. Yeah, I think that should be good. And then here, we won't need... I will instantiate this once in the controller. I don't know why I did this in every single function. What a Neanderthal. That is for sure. So a lot of those things are going to break. So when we go to our memory manager, I guess we'll get to that as we keep going through. But here we can do constants, base URL. I once considered the name to be my company name, but I don't believe anyone would take me seriously. I don't know, maybe, but that's an interesting one. I like how did you come up with that? But welcome in, man. Thank you for that follow. Appreciate you being here. Group name. It depends on what kind of staff you would provide. Yeah. What do you mean unresolved identifier base URL here? Come on, man. Oh yeah, let me take out that. That should hopefully do the trick. User default group name. Am I still getting some issues over here? No. We should be good to go there. Oh no. iOS session manager. No, this is okay. This is okay. We're here. And this should be user default group name. Yep. Not really sure. Random thought process is my best guess. The best type right there. I love it, man. Are you studying some algorithms, Royce? Got you on the music, change up the vibes. Hey, like it. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. This is quite annoying though, that I keep getting these, like, why is this still here? So I just need to do a clean, and then we can do a build. I'm practicing for a top tilt. Okay. May I ask what kind of app is this going to be? Yeah, it's a good question, man. So this is a daily habit creator. It's an iOS app. And this iOS app is something that I've worked on for a while. And so every 30 days, we go ahead and refactor new parts of the app. And then we go ahead and release it to the App Store. So this is supposed to help you create daily habits such as drinking water multiple times a day, taking your dog on a walk certain times of the day. It creates notifications for you to help you through all of that. If you do ! Festify Bobek, you can go ahead and see all of them there. Yep, exactly, man, exactly. I don't have time for edge cases. They give you the edge cases. Yeah, so this is where we're going to run into our issue again with the memory manager. I didn't really think about that. Oh, man. This isn't the way that, this is just not the way to do it. I see you have a watch app as well. Do you know any good resource for learning watch development or just straight to the Apple docs? I would say for a lot of the development that I've done with iOS, watchOS, Swift, I use raywunderlich.com. It's really good. They have some pretty good tutorials, and then just the docs in general. That is pretty sad. Yuppie the bomb. Are you? I like it. I like it. Yeah, the actually Cycle started off as a watch app, and then I added in the iOS app. Excuse me. But it's always proven to be pretty frustrating with this type of stuff, but I don't know the way to go about doing this. If my watch app is doing the same thing as my iOS app. One of the rare reviews who understands Swift and helps Alec rather than distract him. No, that's not true. I never get distracted. Always laser focused. I don't know. I mean, I guess if I do a constants that includes just like app-wide constants, I guess we can do that. Pew pew lasers need the cool guy emote there. Yeah, for real. It's coming, promise. It's taking me some time. But like, cause I guess, I don't know, I guess I could do this. I didn't want to have to do this, and then we would move this out. Essentially it would be this. And then this constants could be shared with iOS and watchOS, and then this would just be iOS. It just seemed kind of dumb to do that. But at the same time, not really, because it's going to be the same values throughout the app, right? So it might be worth it. I guess let's go down that track for now. It's like an app-wide constants, and then do that, and then here it would just be just like we have here, iOS constants. Yeah, I think that should be pretty solid. This doesn't even need UI kit anymore. This just needs foundation. And that should be good. All right, now we're gonna have a lot of things that are broken here. Oh, my last question, and it's tripping me up hard. Get the query down, bruh. Yeah, feel free, man. Okay, so that's that. This constants was over here. Doing that for now. Okay, so now if I do a clean and a rebuild, then we will get many errors that need to be changed, which is fine. And then with that being said, we can go back to our memory manager, and we actually don't need to... Yeah, we shouldn't have to... We should keep this, but we shouldn't do this anymore. There we go. Okay. Do another rebuild to see what other errors we got here, because they will be popping up shortly. Cool. Yep, we can remove that. Remove that. And now this is iOS constants. And iOS constants needs to be shared with our test suite as well. It is. Okay, cool. Did I mean iOS screen size? No, I don't think I did. Did I name it wrong? I did. So we just do that. Okay. Cypher looks similar to SQL in some ways. Okay, that should fix a lot of those. iOS constants. Dot base URL. All right, almost there. All right, cool. All right, that should help. We'll do a clean, we'll do a rebuild, see what else we got. Every application needs an infinite null return. You can put it as an Easter egg, dude. Wait, but we removed that, right? Yeah. Device ID here. Oh, wait, what? Where's device ID is right there. Oh, base URL. I'm like, what? What's the problemo here then? Let's do it clean. You can put as an Easter egg. That made me laugh. Wow, that looks... That's all I gotta say to that. Contact no member user defaults group name. That's entirely a lie, my friend. That is entirely a lie. Yo, OP Scripter, what's up? Welcome in, man. How goes it today? Dude, what the heck is this? Oh, these are my tests. Did I not point it to test? I did. It's right here. So what's the dealio, dude? Constant user group. User defaults group name. I did not mean iOS constants. Just woke up having a cup of coffee. Hey, there you go. 11 a.m. What a great start to the day. Hope you had a good slumber, sir. iOS constants doesn't have this. Why are you... What is going on? Hello there. I was smart last night. I really needed a cup of coffee. I was having a really bad headache because I hadn't had it all day. Because, you know, addiction. And I made a little bit of coffee, but I saved the rest for this morning so I didn't have to make another cup. That's the way to do it. You're crashing by noon. I agree, Scripter. I agree. Old coffee? That's not that old. It's like 6 hours old. Not a huge deal. You just keep it in the fridge, heat it up. Easy. Coffee snob. I usually don't mind heated up coffee. I'm I feel like a Neanderthal right now. What the heck is going on with this crap? Is it because it's in my knit? Is that the reason why I can't do this? It'd be really weird if it was. Like if I do this out here, are you going to give me an issue? It honestly might be. Might be because of that. Everything's just going haywire right now. Let's try building again. I don't know. I don't get any oil on mine. I'm a barista for 4 years. I don't really mind it. I don't think it's bad. What the heck is this? Oh my god, dude. Why is this getting so jacked up right now? What? No, I didn't. I didn't mean this at all. Like, am I not understanding something here? Server utilities. Oh, no, this doesn't, the server utility doesn't use WatchKit. I'm so confused. I don't know what is going on here. It is being shared properly. CET crew. I'm gonna try restarting Xcode real quick. There is some weird shit going on right now. Like, I don't... Oh, this for sure. That's what's giving me all these errors? You know when you get like one error and then you get 1,000 more errors after that because that one line breaks? I wonder if that's what the issue is. No. It still says this isn't a thing. They'll try to milk me. It's just the... No. No. I don't understand. What's the problem here, folks? What's the problem? What is the problem here, folks? I'm not even... I don't even think I'm using the memory manager in here though. I'm not, because we created these specifically for the test. So what? Right? Like that should do it if that error is coming from the memory manager in the test suite. So I'm using memory manager here. In my test? Why am I using this in my test? I'm not even... Holy moly, I got a lot of jacked up stuff in here. We're not even using the cycle reset manager in here. Right? So why do I have it set as on the test target? That is dumb. That is not needed. You've been doing veganism wrong? It feels bad, man. Comments this line. Comment. Hello. Stacking doesn't understand veganism. That's true. Yo, Balonix, what's up? Hey, what do you think about app code ID from JetBrains? I think it's pretty cool. I've used it a little bit when I first started doing some iOS stuff, but during that time, I actually didn't know a lot about how to build interfaces via code, like you know, creating your views and your constraints and all those things. So I had to have a storyboard. That was the only issue for me then, but now it wouldn't really matter. But yeah, I think it's pretty great. iOS session manager. What? Alec, you're not using this anywhere, man. But now Xcode has come a long way since when I used app code. And so I think a lot of the things in app code are now here in Xcode, which is nice. Xcode 10 is actually a really great IDE, in my opinion. iOS session. Why is this? Hole amole. Why did I put all this stuff in here if I'm not even using it? Man. Oh, really? Oh man, no wonder. Yeah, you still need Xcode for storyboard, right? Yeah, so if you're using storyboard, there isn't any sort of... Oh, I don't know, actually. I haven't used AppCode in a while, but from my understanding, yeah, there isn't. Nice, Perma. Hey, that's okay. That's going to be some badass query, right? Okay, so the problem is my iOS constants is being used in cycles test. One of my iOS constants is watch app installed. Since the way that I get that is through our session manager has to be part of, has to be part of this class as well, or it doesn't know what the iOS session manager is. So if I comment that out, this is going to complain. And technically, we can just do this. Not a huge deal. Just not as clean. Oh my god. The errors. At least this isn't as bad as when we had over 500 errors in the project. It felt real bad, man. Server utilities as well. Dude, what the heck? I don't know. The thing is, for all of these, the tests that I've ran, I've created different iterations of them, so I don't use these same ones here. Like, what the heck is this? Yeah, we're gonna run into a lot of issues. Nice way to find your tight coupling voodoo though. Yeah, for real. Like there's so much going on in here. Like it's really bad. It's like it's so bad, dude. Oh man, I'm so frustrated with myself. Holy crap. Like why is this even, why is this here? My notification manager. I'm not using that in my test suite. No, but some other files probably referencing it, which is probably what sucks. Oh man. Literally, like this is 3 lines into our app delegate, and it's been an hour and a half, and we haven't even we haven't gone to what we're trying to do. It's crazy. To get in line with the goal of standard, Sweden turned its clock back 14 seconds in 1900. Lucky me, I'm 14 seconds there, and then I would have been had they not changed it. Yo, lucky you, man. Lucky you. For everyone, yesterday's code sucks, though. Yeah, that's true. Problem is that this isn't yesterday's code. This is like 2016's code. There's a lot of stuff that have changed in how I do things. But you're right. No, you're totally right. I gotta run this, man. I'm like almost certain this isn't gonna work. Something's gonna break in my test suite. Maybe not though. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay, nothing broke. Let's go. I don't know why I coupled all of those files together. So this is good. This is good. All right. We didn't get any breaking tests. All right, gotta go to bed. It was fun. Hope you get through that app delegate today. Yo, thanks, Kim. Appreciate you. Have a great night. Thanks for coming by, man. I hope you, hope to see you next time. Yeah, it compiled. It compiled and it worked. So apparently it's good to go. Let's, I guess, run the actual app and see what is actually broken in here now. I need to go back and figure out what I did. Well, there you go. Looks like we got something here. Yeah, buddy. Nice. Stuff looks like it's working, so that's good. That is good. Nice. That will work. That will work. Yo, Kim, thank you for the 100 bits. Because it compiled, it feels good. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Have a great night. Have a great night. Because it compiled. Feels good. Oh, it feels really nice. I gotta figure out what the heck else is going on in here, eh? Oh man. All right. So we have our constants here. And then now we need to do our static line, base URL, burst URLs there. And then, okay, so first, I don't think I need this in this folder. Let's delete you. And then in our actual cycles folder, we have this utilities that has iOS constants. Let's bring this up here under app delegates as well. And so our iOS constants now includes our screen size. And yeah, so then the next things we have are opening time frame. And yeah, we can't do that. We can't put that in iOS constant. This needs to be something completely different. Because apparently I changed this, but I had to figure out where I was using this again. So it looks like for a service call, should build a crypto miner that mines bits every time code actually compiles. That's actually a pretty cool idea. I like that. And your stuff compiled, the plans have aligned. Praise the gods. Yes. Yes, Permafrost, you are correct, sir. Thank you. I'm glad you're done with your homework. Man, it feels good to be done with your homework so early on, eh? So yeah, our opening time frame we don't need because our opening time frame is now associated with every single cycle that we add in. So if we're bringing in a cycle, we don't need this opening time frame anymore. Right? Yeah. And at this point, application did become active. Opening time frame, we literally just print it out. And that is it. I do see down here though. Oh no, that's commented out. Commented out. And again, we don't need this. Okay. We're removing opening time frame. It is not something we need anymore. See you later, dude. That and then time frame, we can get rid of this get memory request. Okay, let's go to our memory manager now and make sure that we get rid of the get time frame logic. Managers, memory manager. Yep, don't need this anymore. Anything has to do with time frame, we can remove. You still got more dough? Hey, that's all right. Feels so good. When I was in high school, I used to wake up at man, what time? I used to wake up around like 4. You know, because in high school, like it always starts earlier than college or whatever. And I used to study and do my homework before school because I could never do it when I got home. I hated it. I despised it. So I used to always wake up like how I do now. Just wake up. Just wake up and do stuff. All right, and then we have this pending dictionary stuff. This is gonna be a little different. And this is how we should figure out, honestly, like how we want to use the cycle arrays and our pending dictionary. Because first of all, I think this is causing a memory leak, so I kind of want to get rid of this. But once we get to that point, we'll do it. We'll go from there. But in our app delegate, like we literally got to, we did this. So now we have this set up, which is awesome. And then here we do our setup. So before we continue on, I just gotta take a quick pee. It's the time of the show where ya boys gotta pee. We'll be right back, friends. Give me 1 minute, thanks. Sorry about that. Some schools here in Norway have put an end to homework. I think that's a good thing considered life as well. Yeah, it's true. I think it all depends how you learn. You know, like homework is a good reinforcement for what you learn in class. I know if I didn't have homework, sometimes that I'd probably be not know as much as I do. But I can see the benefits of it. All right. So next we set up our window. Why do I set up my window? I don't really know why. I just set it as a frame of my bounds. The backdrop for your app's user interface and the object that dispatches events to your views. Windows work with your view controllers to handle events. I have always thought that this was instantiated from when you start the app, but maybe not. You can definitely use an iOS constant for this, right? Get main storyboard. So here, this is what we're currently using. T-Rec has no bounce. Oh, it's already bounced. Nice. So we get our main storyboard. So we grab that there. We go ahead and get view controller to display. So that's not really. What I'm looking for there. This is more so I just want to call this like main VC. And this is going to be this view controller here. And pretty much what we want to do is instantiate this init main VC to display. And so here we set delegates. Okay, that's fine. And then, oh yeah, this is for test. And then if we're on our release, we're gonna set up Crashlytics. Perfect. And then here, so this is where we can start breaking out these methods, I think. So like for this instance, this is check for same device ID and keychain. This is if someone has deleted the app. What we do is actually delete their document from the database. And I do that by using this library that basically will save a device ID to your keychain. Wonder if we can. Yeah, we should definitely move this all out and put this in a helper method or something. Yeah, I think I want to do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's create a manager called Keychain Manager. So I'm going to create a new group here. Keychain Manager. Or managers, that's what we want to call this. Because this isn't a shared manager, this is only for iOS. So it should be, hopefully. Unless we run into the same problem that we were just having. And this one will be, what will this one be here? Just regular Keychain Manager Swift. Alrighty, and so we'll do class Keychain Manager. And then here, this is where we'll actually import this. Our Keychain Manager here. And then literally just bring in our logic from this controller, from our app delegate at least. Up here. So a lot of this here. When you use your mouse and it's not plugged into anything. So it feels so good. Happens to the best of us, don't worry. Don't worry about it. All right, let me comment this actually here. Xcode still doesn't support tabs? No, it does. It does. Because I've never used it that often. I've gotten so used to just navigating back and forth like that. Okay, so in this Keychain Manager, what do I need, I guess? I guess we can say keychain or retrieve device ID. Because I do set it at some point. So we can do device ID. And that can be of type string, and that looks like it's optional. And then we can set our init here to be this, and this will be our key. Oops, keychain wrapper.standard dot string for key, and then this will just be static let keychain device, or we'll do device ID key. Device ID key. This will just be a user device ID. So then we can just use this here. Egg scramble with veggies. Let's go. Ooh. Sounds yummy. I guess I can just do let. Okay. That works too. So we do this here. And this will be our device ID. And then if true device ID is nil. So basically we init our keychain manager. It'll go ahead, it'll try to grab our keychain, our value from our keychain, and then we need to do a check here. So this could be nil or not. So depending on that, we'll do a certain check. So the first thing is if device ID is nil, we're gonna go in and we need to save our new device ID to the keychain. So at this point we can say I wonder if we can just do that in the, I guess not in the init, it wouldn't make sense, but private will make a func here called save new device ID. And so here we'll put this in, and basically this gets called if retrieve device ID is nil. The device that you found saving to keychain. So let's save successful equal bool. I don't know why I did that. I just do this. So set device ID. I don't know why. Why am I? If this is nil, no device ID found, saving in keychain. Oh, this is device ID from. Yeah, I think at this point, hold up. We had device ID here, right? Okay, maybe not. Oh, I would grab it from there. Okay, that makes no sense. If there's no device ID in the keychain, we just need to get our new UUID string. Right? Or am I crazy here? Hold on, I need to double check this. I did this at one point, I thought. Get user device ID. There's a way to do this. I think that's what I meant to do, and for some reason I didn't do that. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Identifier for vendor. Yeah. Okay, this is why. This is why. That makes sense now.
When I was 15, 16, when I really started to play guitar, I definitely wanted to become a musician. It was almost impossible because the dream was so big that I didn't see any chance, because I was living in a little town, was studying, and
let me put this mark here as well.
Broke away from school and became a musician. I thought, well, now I may have a little bit of a
Keychain check
chance.
goes here.
Because all I really
So
wanted
this
to do is
then,
music, and not only play music, but
we
compose
grab
music.
this, our
At
keychain
that
manager,
time,
and so
in
basically we're
Germany,
saying
69, 70, they had already
if we have something in our
examples.
keychain, our
So
device
I
ID,
would take my
we'll do it
car,
there.
would
If
go
it's
to a
nil when we do our
discotheque,
check,
sing
then this is where we'll do
30 minutes. I think I had about
this device ID, and if this is not there, that's when we do our UUID.
the car because I didn't want to drive home, and that helped me
Our
for
UUID string. So basically this is saying
2 years
this,
to
I don't think
survive
this should ever be nil,
in the beginning.
but there's a possibility. So if it is nil,
I wanted to do an
then
album that the sound
we go
was
ahead and
like
just use
50s,
our
the sound
UUID
was
string,
60s,
a generated one.
70s, and then have
That should be okay.
a sound of the future. And I know the
Okay, so then we
synthesizer.
did that, and then we were
Why
saying
don't
if
I
successful,
use the synthesizer, which is the sound of the future. And I didn't
Save
have
by CD.
any
Yeah,
idea what
else
to do, but
failed
I knew
save.
I needed a click, so we put a click on the 24 track, which then was synced to the Moog modular. I knew that could be a sound of the future, but I didn't realize how much the impact would be.
so here we have if save
My name is
successful,
Giovanni
log to
Giorgio,
Crashlytics.
but everybody calls me Giorgio.
We can actually just return this, and then we can decouple that here. So instead of doing this, we just go return. Depending on our return, that's when we can print out one of these things, right? And then else, okay, so this should be in our constants then for sure. Our iOS constants. So static, for that we can do static. Oh, this technically needs to be a var. This would be device ID. No, not that. Device ID can be this guy here. And then so we can remove that. And inside the keychain manager, we can use iOS. Oops. We can use iOS constants. iOS constant dot device ID. Be cleaner. I guess this. Use this inside our class. These would be private properties. So this was if nil, we do this, else we do this, and then if they do not equal each other. Why did this get all jacked up like this? I wonder if I can format this real quick. In here. All the way down here. So all this stuff like that. Do that, do that.
Once you free your mind about the concept of harmony and of music being correct, you can do whatever you want. So nobody told me what to do, and there was no preconception of what to do.
All right, there we go. Much better. So at this point, it was Oh, it's just really bothering me. We can do save new device ID. And then, so if device ID is nil, else the device ID was not nil. So we have a device ID. Now we're checking to see if the device IDs are the same. Place of new ID. This question is else device ID already found in KC. So at this point, we'll make another helper here. Set device ID. You can return a bool here as well again. And this will help with, and that's what this is for seeing if device ID does not equal iOS constants dot device ID. Yo, I wonder if Alec realized I come here every day just to listen to my music in the background. I don't notice that, but I'm glad that you do that, man. That's a lot of fun. I'm glad you're here. Welcome in. Isaac, what's up? Welcome back, dude. Hope school's going well for you today. So it should be this here. We're going to take a look at this. Basically, I'm thinking of doing these private helpers and then exposing just one method to allow to set or like check the device ID. Come in here. Okay, so this one we actually do need this. So if we do let successful, go here. If successful, if say successful, we can say we saved it successfully with the device ID. Yeah, so I guess we want to make sure that if our device ID that's grabbed from our keychain is different from the one that we get from on start, then that's when we want to make sure to change it with the one that we got from start though, right? Yeah, this is always coming from the keychain. So if save new device ID, this is only if our keychain is nil. Save that. And then our checked set device ID here, we actually want to save the one that we get from our constants. And that's it. Okay, cool. I try to find songs that fit in the style of the current playing tracks. I love it, man. These are, I mean, this is pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Learn about an engine? That's awesome, Isaac. Sounds fun. What type of engine? Okay, and then this is, we're moving from DB. So retrieve device ID would just be our device ID here. And then we make our service request. And then we can do guard let status. Equal response of status, else we do this here, return, and then not what we can do is we can set this here and then our status will be this message here. Just like that. And that should do the trick. Car engine? Nice, dude. Sounds like a great class. Okay, and I think this here we're going to be good in our closure. We aren't referencing anything in here that we should need to worry about. I don't think I need the bool here. And then here we're saying if else if device ID. The only else here is device ID already found in there. So I just do that so I can print that out. That's about it. Here we go. Here we go. And this. All right. Not looking too shabby right now. So then we can remove all this, and then we should really be writing a test for this, right? So let's take this though, and let's go back to our app delegate, and let's do our keychain manager. There we go. And then so here we have our keychain manager. Now we need our public method so we can actually utilize these things. So it would be func. What do we want to call it? Check and update keychain or device. Check device ID. So if device ID is equal to nil, we're going to run save new device ID. Else, we're going to run set device ID. I think we can remove this. Let's do the same thing. call it here. Save successful. Cool, so save successful like that. And then at this point, we're gonna say kind of the same deal here. Do that here. See you later, Isaac. Have a good one, man. Okay, so save new device ID. No device ID found, saving in keychain. So we do our save, our iOS constant device. And then if save successful, place device ID successfully in PC, device ID there. And then keychain device, no replace ID. Okay. And at this point, you do that. So that should do it. Called save new device ID. Keychain manager. Check device ID. There we go. So a one-liner. And so if device ID is nil, check for save device ID pulled from iPhone on launch. And then if device ID does not equal device ID pulled from iPhone on launch, replace it. Oops. Yeah, so that should do it then. So we have our keychain manager there that will go ahead and just literally run that, which is super nice. Awesome. So now let's write a test for this guy. Okay, and I don't think we need this anymore. Yeah. We did do this, but we don't need it because, one, we're not using the migration anymore for that version. Yeah. So here are all the helpers. Okay, okay. That's delegate. And so here are the duration tests, and then here are the helpers down there. So the next thing we need, the test will be keychain. Funk test. Get keychain. Verify, I think it would be test, same keychain, or same device ID from keychain. This will be like kind of a long one. And then the next test we're also going to need would be func test, replace device ID from keychain. And that's going to check for the different keychains, how we handle that logic. So in our keychain manager, really what we want to do is basically check this and say save string to keychain. Then we want to verify we can pull from keychain. If same value, passing test case. And then for this one, and I guess we probably need one more. Func test save device ID to keychain, right? And so this will just be literally save device ID to keychain, then get device ID and compare. If same, passing test case. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and then for this one, test replace device ID. So this will be save string to keychain. Keychain. And then here we're going to do a get string from keychain. Why do I keep doing Chang? I don't know. And then compare to different string. So at this point, if different strings pass, and then replace old string with new string, then to verify, get keychain value again. If same, pass. There we go. Yo, what's up, Slayer? Hi, Stanley. Hello. I've been pressing buttons all day today, man. This voice inside my head just keeps telling me to press the same button over and over again. I don't know how to handle it. Welcome in, man. So for this, we're probably gonna need the library. Can I import Swift keychain here? I hope I can. If not, that kind of messes up our test case. Tell you like the game? I did. I loved it, man. It was so good. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to do that. Yo, Matayahu. Matt Tat Yahoo, maybe? Man. Welcome in. Sorry if I butchered your name. Glad to have you here, friend. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for being part of the team. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if we'll be able to get our pod in here You would think you would, right? Maybe not though. One of those interactive movie games. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Bandersnatch, super good, man. Yeah, I have a really I really enjoy those things. I think they're incredible. Let's see if this is a thing. Oh, we gotta do it there as well? My test target. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So we gotta add that. Didn't realize it. So let's open up our Potty Pod. You played it as well? Yeah. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I played it not a while back, but like when it first came out. Yeah. It's really cool, man. I love it. That can I do? What was my other target here? Just cycles tests? Do, and then we end here, and then we'll just do pod this one. That should do the trick. All right, we can do a pod install then. I wasn't a fan of Bandersnatch. I would rather have the 6 episodes. Really? Why didn't you like it that much? That was pretty good. Here we go. Yeah, okay. I think that did the trick. Nice. Okay. So then at this point, let's go ahead and use our keychain. And so we'll do I guess the first test here really. Test save device. So save device to keychain. So we're going to say that can we put a constant up here? Yeah, buddy. Let's do mock device ID. I'll set this to something here. Lil Sue, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you so much for that follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. I want them to expand the White Bear episode. I don't think I saw that one. I don't remember. Excuse me. Okay. So we'll save this device ID. I guess we'll also put this as part of our delegate. Save to keychain. And it should be the device ID. This will be a string. And then we'll have a func get from keychain. Device ID key. This will also be a string. And you know that a book publisher sued Netflix over Bandersnatch? Really? All because they claimed that they had infringed on their copyright because they were republishing the Choose Your Own Adventure book series and claimed that they had trademarked that name. It's so dumb. People are so petty sometimes. But I guess if you're making a lot of money, might as well. Might as well try to sue them. So we need to add our delegate then here. Func, save to keychain. As Sue. Excuse me. And so this is where we will include our manager. So that really is just literally calling this, which is really cool. And here let's return a bool for did save successful. We'll do this user test user device ID. And then whatever's passed in here, which will be our device ID. So it's really just this here. Do I have an error somewhere? What's going on here? I think I need to do a clean real quick. Something's caught up. And Apple tries to sue for use of the word tablet. So crazy, man. It's insane. Whoa. Oh, it will conform shortly, friend. Okay, so save to keychain here, and basically we can just run an assert on this, right? Is that what these things are called? Yeah. You literally just do this, and then we can call device ID. Not be saved to keychain. Okay, and then we'll do our get device ID. So at this point, we'll set up our next delegate helper here, all the way down here. Get from keychain. this. And then this needs to return a string. So at this point, we get our string. And then we're going to do the same thing we got from there. So our keychain wrapper standard get string for key, and that will be this guy here. And it should be after first unlock. Should be an optional. And this should return a optional string, right? It does. So we just return this here. And then funky get from keychain. Do another assert. Get from keychain. Oh, what do we pass in? I forgot. Our device ID key. So we'll take this here. This will be device ID key. Move this up here. Device ID key. And then we'll say whatever's returned there equals the mock, should be the mock device ID key. Well, I'm wondering if we should key from keychain. I think we should do this because then I want to print it out to see what it actually is. So do that, and then we can say key from, see that device ID from keychain. We'll say key from KC. And then mock device ID. And that should be here. Mock device ID. Perfect. So that should do that there. We do that assert. Oh.
I took a little drink and I'm feeling right. I can fly right over everything in sight. There's a slow poking cat, I'm gonna pass him on the right.
We do that. If it's an empty string, we can know that we know it's nil at that point. I think that's what the issue is, because the returns are optional here. Yeah. Okay. So that should make sense there. I don't see any issues going on there. Save to keychain, get from keychain. We got those, nice. Let's run this. Run this test to see what happens. Oh, this is not gonna run actually. Since we changed this, we gotta change this up a tad. Yep. VC to display, yep. And then here, self.device ID, so this is now going to be iOS constants.device ID. Goes there. And then, yeah, here again, iOS constants.device ID. All right, that should do it. So now let's run our test. See if we get what we want here. Building. Test succeeded. All right. Well, that was good. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty straightforward test, so there wouldn't be too much room for failure here, especially since it's being done basically by a library. And that's it. You're some kind of magician, Alec? Wow. Wow, thank you. Thank you very much. I guess this was more of just doing this. And then this was a combination of these two. Yeah, so this test save device ID to keychain. We do an assert as long as the device ID successfully saved. And then we had a test same device ID from keychain. So we save it, then we get device ID again, and then we compare, and that should be good. And then it was replace device ID from keychain was the next step. Okay, so let's do, basically here's the same step. So assert, we save device, so we want to assert on the save, right, always, and then get device and compare. Ooh, we want to save something else, so we can save like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, just all 9s here. So this is our different device ID. Like that, and then get device ID for the same value from the keychain, and then we don't want to do an assert here. Here what we want to do is our check. So if key from KC does not equal mock device, which it should not, then then we do a check like that, an assert if they're different. I guess that can happen too. Right? I guess we can do that. And then here, replace old string with new string. So then we're going to say, if we know at this point KC from KC does not equal that, so we'll do basically do our save again, and then we'll do another assert to verify that it was saved. So save to keychain, we're going to pass in the mock device ID, and we'll print that out here again. Okay, and then get value from chain, and then we pass if they are the same. All right, so again, save to keychain, it's gonna be a different value for our same ID, get device ID and compare. And then, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this device ID from the keychain. Then we're gonna check that against the mock device ID. If they're not equal to each other, that means we're still good to go with the test. We can keep moving on. Then we're gonna replace the old string with the new string, because we know at this point that the device IDs are different. And then we assert that to make sure it's good to go. And then we finally do one more assert to verify that they're the same value. So with that being said, let's run this one. See if we get it passing. I think it should pass. Ooh, it broke. Oh, we never got our device ID again. Oh, actually, no, I don't think that worked. Get device ID and compare. If they're not equal to each other, the key from KC is not equal to device ID. Oh. Oh, but we never replaced it. That's why. So we need to do this. Then we replace it. And now that should be a passing test. Set this to a var. All right, let's try it again. There we go. Awesome. So that passed, and then just for safe measures, we will run this one again, but that should pass as well. We're doing that in every single test case. Yeah, nice. Okay. Looking salad. And so with that being said, this should work. This is expected to work. Okay, so let's go to our app delegate, and then again, so here it's verify device ID from keychain. If ID changed, delete old ID from DB. That's the whole reason why we did this, is so if the device ID changed, and the only way it'll change is if you delete the application and reinstall it, we can remove that old document from the database. It's really what the whole point of that was. So let's run it. And let's see if it works. Looks like the app works, so that's good. Okay, start session, blah, 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 blah. Keychain, device ID already found in keychain. There you go. And so if I delete this now, the keychain should be different, I believe. We should be able to find that, no problem. You know you're American when you get an email saying your hospital bill is in the mail and your heart sinks. This is the debt collector. Your hospital bill that I haven't paid for 7 years is in your mailbox right now. Okay, keychain manager, set device UID. I need to change that. Device IDs are different. Replacing old key. Replace device ID successfully in KC. Easy peasy. But I messed something up here. There we go. Put all these U's here. What the? Come on there, guy. Why are you doing that there? Hopefully you don't owe too much stacking. I know the feels. I actually just did my taxes yesterday. Felt really nice. It felt really good. Taxes suck, man. All right, cool. So let's commit all this junk that we've done. There's a lot here. Like, look at all this. Holy moly. So git add. So did I, hoping I got another rebate. Hey. It feels good, right? Creating new keychain manager class and adding keychain manager tests and creating constant structs. A lot of changes there. We're getting some money back, but it's definitely not nearly as much as it was last year, which feels bad, but part of growing up, I guess. Yeah. We almost ended up owing as well. It's kind of shitty. Hey, Sly, what's up? Nice to see you, buddy. Welcome. Welcome. All right, so we get in here, do that. We do our keychain, and the next one is our clean flag. Else we do some other stuff here. So this one we definitely should break out. So basically, our clean flag is... What was our clean flag? The clean flag was if we had already done a reset, I believe. Or is this a flag for... No, this is flag for onboarding. Why did I call it clean flag? But then if clean flag is false, we start off in the onboarding view controller. Shit, I don't remember what I used clean flag for. Migration version, yep. Checking if did finish onboarding. I'm pretty sure clean flag is used if we're in the middle of like a reset or something. Save in memory, clean user. Cycle reflect. Yeah, okay. So there's... Oh, I remember now. I'm pretty sure clean flag was for a fresh install. That's what it was. Yeah, okay, so it's checking migration version. Migration needed, migration run, migration manager, cycle class is up to date. Else, version here, log to Crashlytics, checking if onboarding was finished. Did finish onboarding, did finish. If initial VC does not equal no, do that, okay. Okay, so maybe that wasn't for that then. Man, what did I do for clean? One of those times where I wish I would have named this something completely differently. Seems like what did I use this for? It's not making sense to me why I use this, because if literally the only thing this flag is doing, we do our keychain manager, check device ID. Then after that, we'll go in and we'll check for this clean flag, get for memory. So if it's clean, we check the migration version, and then based on the migration version, if we need to do a data migration, then we'll run the migration. Else, we don't need to do anything. And then this here, if we can't get the version number, then we're going to run the migration anyways. And then we check to see if we did finish onboarding. And if we did finish onboarding, then we run and set our initial view controllers. If we couldn't get the flag, then that. But this is saying if the flag is dirty, set initial flags for app. Hey Fred, what's up? Just swinging through, saying hi and have a great day. Yo, thank you so much, man. I hope you have a fantastic day too. Thank you for swinging by. Hope everything's going well, dude, and hope you had a great weekend. Yeah, I really don't remember why I use this clean flag. Like, for real, I don't. And I'm only using it in my app delegate for some reason. Hold up, let's look at GitHub real quick. That's a great suggestion, man. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful suggestion. Oh man. All right, let's go to master. And let's check out that file. It must be dirty. Yeah, it must be dirty for some reason. That's just abuse of the flag and will land you jail time if you just burn it instead. That is true. Let's see if I accidentally remove something here. So retrieve device ID, save successful, save successful. Okay, and then yeah, then we just go down to this clean flag. For real, I don't know what I'm using this for. Set initial flags for app. Set initial flags for app. Because what we could easily do, I mean, maybe clean flag is more so like, Oh, I think I know what it's for. Basically, it's checking like if our flag is clean, meaning we've already gone through this flow, then let's not go through it again. Let's just go to the initial point. I don't know. So dumb. I don't know why I did that. How do you stop yourself being a dick to someone you need in your network when they outright insult you? Ooh, that's a hard one. Well, I would probably really consider if you really need that person in your networking group. Yeah, or that. Just dish it back to them in a nice email. I don't know. That's kind of rough. Depending on what it is, I don't know. Yeah, like just kind of, I would say like kind of putting them in their place, but not being very like not being super direct about it, just being like, yeah, somewhat passive aggressive. I like that. I would have done the same. All right, folks, I think we're going to stop here today. It's getting to that time. We'll look at the stupid flag. I don't know why. But this was good. This is a good change. We made a lot of great changes today. Adding those constant structs is really good. And we're starting to refactor this section. We're getting there. And so once we refactor that, we'll get back then into reordering our cells, and hopefully that should give us a much better way. But I don't expect to get back to that probably until like next week. This is going to take a while to get all this stuff done. This is the main part of the app. So writing the tests and running them is making sure everything works properly is going to be pretty huge. So, but hopefully it helps. But anyways, thank you all for coming by today. Thanks for all the follows and all the support. It's been a great time, and you guys know what time it is. You guys know it's time for that raid. That sweet raid. God, it's that time. No. Guys, my raids aren't that bad, all right? They're not that bad. All right, they're a little bad, but they're not that bad. I think we should just go with someone we know today. How about that? We haven't raided Jamie in a really long time, and I would like to raid him. Hopefully everyone here knows who Jamie is. If not, get ready for something interesting. Don't forget to grab the raid message. If you're not a sub, grab that first. That second, everyone else use the rip the bun message. All the subs, make sure you grab that Adalam Pog. Grab that Adalam Pog. But yeah, let's go give Jamie some love. And thank you all again for coming by. For real, it's been a fantastic day. And I will catch you all tomorrow. Same time, same place. No, what? Adalan, bruh. Adalan. Rip the bun. The heck you saying? Stick around for the raid, everyone. Alrighty, folks. Peace and love. Thanks for stopping by. See you tomorrow. Talk to you on Discord. Thanks again. See ya.